Recording started.
All right, thank you very much for having me today. My name is Andy Ziegler, and I'm the founder and owner of Tempest Risk Management. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to give you a little bit of background on the company and let you know why an investment in Tempest Risk Management will be an investment in the local business community in Delaware. So first, a little bit of background about me. I'm a certified business continuity professional through the Disaster Recovery Institute. I've worked for a number of large corporations in Delaware for the last 25 years in that capacity. You mentioned the helmet over my shoulder. I've also been an active first responder for Tallyville, currently serving on the board of directors. I've been there for about 18 years. So I took this experience that I had, both responding to local emergencies as a first responder and working on the corporate side, and a couple years ago decided to take what I learned in the corporate world about business continuity and building a resilient company, and actually help use that to help small and mid-sized businesses, especially here locally in Delaware, have the same sort of resilient and preparation that these large corporations do to help them get through the tough times, like pandemics, natural disasters, things like that. One thing you'll hear in this industry, and it's pretty much the industry quote, is by Benjamin Franklin, or commonly attributed to Benjamin Franklin: by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So what we do at Tempest Risk Management is we help small and mid-sized businesses prepare. So that way they're not failing to prepare. We actually help them prepare for any type of business disruption. And I think that's pretty top of mind, especially considering the events in our society over the last couple of years. COVID obviously being number one. And what we see in the headlines all the time are wildfires in the West, floods in the South, rising sea levels, civil unrest, all throughout the country. These are all things that can disrupt a business and, really impact business owners as well as the employees, that rely on those businesses in order to support their families. So a definition of business continuity is the advanced planning and preparation that we take to make sure that an organization has the capability to operate its critical business functions. And that's a key distinction here: critical business functions during emergency events. I think I mentioned before, this commonly includes natural disasters, pandemics, workplace violence, insider and outsider threats, as well as increasingly cyber threats. And we can talk more about that, or I can answer your questions about how we partner with a couple of different local technology service providers to try and help bridge the gap between the technology providers and their solutions for protecting companies in the cyber landscape, but then actually helping to explain and translate those protections and defenses that they can put into place, but help help our business owners translate that into actual real world actionable plans for what to do when they actually do get attacked, or hopefully, which wouldn't be the case, but unfortunately does happen, if a breach or something like that were to occur. So the message I want to give, first of all, to start, you see it in big blue letters here. Here's the opportunity that I have with Tempest Risk Management, is that there are 25,000 small businesses in the state of Delaware alone, and every single one of them should have some level of business continuity planning in place. I don't care if it's something that they write up themselves, as long as they're being thoughtful about it. Come up with a plan for what to do if a hurricane were to come through, or if the building were to catch on fire. Any planning is better than no planning. A simple high-level continuity plan can take just a couple hours to put together, and it's really all that most companies need. Some of my competitors will say it takes 8 to 10 months and $50,000. That's not the type of products and services that we develop at Tempest Risk Management. So increasingly, it's their external pressures to develop a business continuity plan, coming from clients, investors, insurers, regulators. I'll tell you, I ask every one of my clients that hire me, why now? Because nobody just wakes up one day and says, I need to have a business continuity plan. 9 times out of 10, the answer is, well, I'm trying to land this big client and they want to see a copy of my business continuity plan. That's been the case for banks. I had one client in particular that was trying to land a contract with Lego, and Lego said, we need to see, if you want to even have a chance at doing business with us, we need to see a copy of your business continuity plan. They hired us to go ahead and develop one that passed all of the international standards. Our solution with Tempest Risk Management is we provide that business planning and execution for small and mid-sized businesses. We also provide succession planning, operational process improvement. I mentioned some of our competitors that they really focus on serving large companies, and it can be a pretty costly and lengthy engagement. We work with a number of different industries, including a lot of restaurants recently, consultancies, laboratories, a lot of fintechs. They do a lot of government work. And again, and if you want to work for the government, you're probably going to have a business continuity plan. At the very least, it's going to improve your chances of being able to get that contract. So some of our successes over the last couple of years is we've had 50 plus clients since 2019. We've had, and that's 27, more than half just in 2020 alone. So it really shows how much we've been growing. Our average revenue per client is about $1,000. We're a provider, and Danita can tell you about this, a provider for the Small Business Development Center 2021 CARES Act funded initiatives. We were one of the winners of an Entrepreneurial Edge grant. We have 2 certified professionals on staff, and we've been listed in a number of professional publications, or I have rather, on business continuity. I realize I'm running out of time and I'm going overtime, so I'm just going to say you can come back and take a look at this presentation, but our clients have a lot of really great things to say about us. We get a lot of referrals out to other partners and the supply chain that a lot of our clients work with, as well as internationally. You'll see that there are a number of businesses in Delaware, but we also have work with clients in Egypt, Russia, France, Denmark. The list goes on and on. Basic, real quick overview of how it works. We developed a rapid assessment process that quickly evaluates a company's preparedness for the high threat risks, like I said, cyber attacks, civil unrest, public health, and natural disasters. This takes place over a 60-minute meeting that we have with the client, as well as background research that we will do for each and every client using a number of government resources, things like the National Risk Index, which is a FEMA-based tool that's available, as well as whatever we can find publicly out there on the internet. So we meet with the client to get all the information that we need. We go away for about 2 days, and then we will draft the business continuity plan. We come back and meet with the client, as well as provide them with a business continuity management guide that was created by us in order to help them own and manage that business continuity program going forward. Because we can teach a person to fish. We can fish for a person for a day. It feeds them for a day. We can teach them to fish, and it can feed them for a lifetime. Similar concept here. This can protect that business for the lifetime of the business versus just giving them a brief period of protection and resilience. So what the business gets after the process is a personalized threat and resilience assessment. We do that based on 120 different data points. It's about a 20-page plan, and it does meet ISO 22301, which is the international standard for business continuity plans. It does meet that standard. That's important when it comes to if you're dealing with government regulators or depending on the type of client that you're working with. Get increased confidence for customers as well as employees, because now your employees and your customers can see, wow, they're really planning for this. They're ready for the long haul. They're ready for any type of disruption. And besides the fact that they're actually ready for a disruption where they can keep their business up and running while their competitors around them are crashing and burning. It's about a 3 to 5 day turnaround time from start to finish for an entire assessment process. Cost for the assessment is for small businesses. It's staggered based on the size of the business. So it starts at $595 for a small business, 1 to 10 employees. Medium-sized business a bit more, and then a medium to large-sized business is a bit more than that. We don't usually work with any employer or any client larger than 200 employees, because at that point they should have a resilient staff or an operation structure in order to go ahead and be able to manage that. This type of process themselves. There are other services that we provide, such as standard operating procedures, quick reference guides, succession planning, and soon to come, which is what we're using our Edge grant for, we're building a Tempest Gateway, which is going to be a digital portal that will allow our clients to access their business continuity plans, not only on their computer, but on an app that we're having developed right now at any time, 24/7. So the small businesses, this is a monthly subscription, again, staggered pricing with small, medium, and large size businesses. So the Tempest Gateway is really what we want to focus on here. This is going to become our flagship product, our flagship service that we offer. real quick on the financials, but I really want to jump over here to what we need from the Sharks. Our goal is to reach 100 subscribers to the Tempest Gateway that I just talked about in 12 months. It's 100 subscribers. And the award from the Swim with the Sharks competition is going to be used explicitly for marketing, advertising, networking, and sales in order for us to meet this goal to help keep our business more sustainable, just like we try and help other businesses stay more sustainable and resilient. So that's the end of the presentation. I thank you for your time.